This is 5 on your side at noon. Focused on you.
We begin today at noon with a developing story in North St. Louis. A 4-year-old child is dead after being shot overnight. Thanks for being here. I'm Kay Quinn. Police tell us no adults were in the home at the time of that shooting. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay has more on the circumstances police are investigating.
This is one of those stories that's tough on everyone involved, from the family to the community to investigators here at St. Louis Police Headquarters. The 4-year-old was shot and killed while at home alone with 3 other children, all under the age of 10. Officers tell us one of the children made the 911 call. The shooting happened before midnight on Thrush Avenue near Hall Street and Broadway in North St. Louis. When officers arrived, they found the 4-year-old unconscious and barely breathing and quickly rushed the child to the hospital in a patrol car. The 4-year-old then later died. Police say another child suffered a small scrape to the face and a gun was recovered at the scene. As the investigation continues this morning, police do not believe that there are any suspects involved in this case. According to police data, this is the 6th child under the age of 17 that's been shot and killed in the city of St. Louis this year. In downtown St. Louis, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
We're also following another very sad story. A funeral will be held Thursday for Crawford Bryant. It'll be held at the Orator Park on Gall Road at 10 a.m. The Columbia High School student died in a traffic crash Sunday in rural Monroe County. 3 other teens were hurt. Last night, hundreds held a vigil for Bryant blocks away from the high school and prayed for the recovery of the other boys. The school just announced there will be no class Thursday, so students and families as well as staff can attend his funeral. The district is working with his church to provide transportation to the funeral home. Meanwhile, we're still waiting for police to release more details about that crash and what may have caused it. Happening today, the ballots are being recounted in the race for St. Louis City Sheriff. Alfred Montgomery beat Sheriff Vernon Betts by less than 1% of the vote in the August primary. The votes are being counted right now at the election board. Results are expected later this afternoon.
As we look outside this afternoon, already cloudy. Actually, we've seen more clouds than sunshine today, but it's still cool after a very nice cool start. This is a far different picture from what we saw yesterday, 24 hours ago, because there is a lot of cloud cover and there's still a little bit of sunshine as well. But yesterday we had a hard time finding a cloud in the sky at this point. You'll see as we look at our visible satellite, some of the clouds streaming in from the west. They're the thin variety. Some of them are thicker in periods, so you've got a lot of blue sky that's continuing outside, but there will be times where it's not too bad outside as well. As we look at our temperatures, it's impacting our temperatures in a few spots right now as we're in the low 70s here, but if you're not as cloudy like Pacific, Arnold, maybe you have a few more degrees. It is very, very small. The further south into Farmington, you maybe are 3 degrees warmer. I do expect that clouds are going to be around. There'll be breaks at times. We'll still probably hit 80 degrees, maybe 81, but the main weather impact for us, not only the next few days, is overall it's still cooler, but there's a slight bump in heat and humidity the next couple of days as we lose those cloud cover areas and also start to add in maybe a different breeze. And we'll talk about that and how it impacts our rain chances before a much different weekend is in store for us in a few days.
All right. Thanks so much, Gary. The St. Louis Public School District has a new transportation plan. District officials hope it fixes the problems that have been plaguing students for the 2 weeks of class. 5 on your side, Sydney Stallworth has more.
Today is the first day of this revised transportation plan that's rolling out for students across the St. Louis Public Schools district, including students right here at Compton Drew Middle School in West St. Louis. Now, parents should have received this letter from the acting superintendent. It doesn't go into much detail, but it does say that bus routes are being tweaked. District officials worked over the holiday weekend to reroute bus routes. We dug deeper into what exactly will change. Here's a look. Nearly 1,000 additional students will be assigned to school bus routes. Under this plan, some students will either ride the bus to school and take a ride service home or vice versa. Now, parents, if your kids use either method, you should have gotten a new letter in the mail confirming those routes. So look for that. If you're still having trouble getting your kids to school, you're asked to call the SLPS Transportation Department at 314-633-5107. Reach out via email or call your kids' schools directly. Now, 5 on Your Side has been tracking the district's transportation troubles for weeks now. It's been operating under an emergency transportation plan after Missouri Central, the district's main transportation vendor, canceled its district contract over the summer. And the district has been scrambling ever since then to get students to school via limited school buses, Metro Link, and rideshare services. 5 on Your Side has been checking in with parents about all of this. Some parents have told us they've been having trouble getting their kids to and from school for weeks now and have had just as much trouble getting answers from the district when they reach out for more information. That's the latest from West St. Louis. I'm Sydney Stallworth, 5 on Your Side.
University City will use a $500,000 grant to build up to 32 electric vehicle charging stations around the Del Mar Loop. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, the city received the grant from the Federal Highway Administration and the Department of Energy. The charging stations will be located at 4 city-owned parking garages on Del Mar, Kingsland, and Enright Avenues. No word on when those projects will begin. A section of Route 111 closed in Madison County. The road closed between Route 162 and Pontoon Road and Pontoon Beach. Crews are repairing the bridge over Long Lake. That project is expected to last into late November. Still ahead, investigators digging deeper into a deli meat recall. The disturbing details about what they found inside a Boar's Head plant. And take a look at this video. A whale makes its presence known by tossing a diver into the air.